Welcome student. Welcome to our class on Visual Basic. So today we will be discussing about the file stream in Visual Basic. Now what is this file stream or as a matter of fact what is a stream? You see we have learned about the file and file info class. With file and file info class what we have been doing is that we are able to create files. We can create the file, we can delete the file, we can rename the file, we can move the file from one location to another location. But what we could not do is that we could not write something inside the file. Maybe we want to put some data inside the file. That's what we do not. Now we need a stream to do that job. Now stream basically in Visual Basics are meant to handle the byte stream. Right. Now there are various types of streams that is there already in your Visual Basic. So you can go through this uh, book that I have already given you. So it has got some important streams, like for example, as you can see that the this means in when we talk about this .NET framework defines a base class called stream that supports the reading and writing of bytes. So in terms of bytes, all right. Now this stream, okay, has got many child classes which helps it to do some specific job. So following are some of the child classes of this stream class, for example buffered stream, alright, which reads and writes other stream objects. This class can be derived from the and instantiated, means once it. Now one thing about the stream, it's an abstract class. If you remember, it's written over there. Now if you know the concept of an abstract class is a class which you cannot implement. That means you cannot create an object. So you need the child class of this one. So buffer stream is one of the child class of the stream class. Similarly, you have got the file stream, which breaches a stream object to a file for synchronous and asynchronous read and write. So we need this file stream in order to create a file, to delete a file, in order to create the file, to put some data inside the file. So we'll be needing that. Memory stream, which is helping us to read memory or a block of bytes from the current stream. Crypto stream for cryptographic services. You can read data objects to cryptographic services. Network stream, very important if you are doing some network oriented programming and you want your data to be read from the network, from the sockets and all. So then you need the network stream. For right now, we'll be dealing with something called this file stream. Now this file stream object can be used to implement all the standard input output and error stream functionality. With these objects you can read write to files in and on the file system. So you can we can use the this file stream to read and write to the file. But on the go I will talk about some other classes and so-called your methods that of those classes, as we will be with one example I will show you all these different methods and the classes that is required in order to read from the file. So let's start off with this program. Now this is a very simple program. What I did is that just a simple form. We have a text box, all right, and we have two buttons. All right, here one is saying that enter the text in the file, another is read text from the file, and we have got two more buttons over here, that is copy an image to another file and copy an mp3. Now these two will help. You cannot you will be using something called your binary reader and binary writer in order to do this job, that is to copy image, because these are binary data, image, uh, image, your mp3 songs, videos, these are nothing but binary information. But when we want to read or write something called text or string information, we have a specific reader and writer. So let's look into this. Now if I want to read some text from this text box and write it to a file, then I'll be clicking on this button. So let's see the code behind this button. So these are the code, but before that let's look at some of the variables that we'll be using over here. Now if you remember, this file stream belongs to the input output class, input output namespace. All right, so under this there are lots of classes, so one of the class is called your file stream. Now as it, you can see a small definition for this one, provides a stream for files supporting both synchronous asynchronous read and write operation. All right, so this file stream will help us to read and write from the file, so which is represented by this fs. We have this f2 and f3. These are nothing but these are this io.file and io.file info. If you remember them, they are just used for creating a file. right? You cannot read or write into the file by using these two. You can just create a file, delete a file, edit, move a file, and all those things. So this is required for reading and writing. Now we have two important reader also here, that is called a binary reader and another is called a binary writer. So they will help us to read binary information and this will help us to write a binary information. So we'll see to that. So let's first look at this code. So I'll double click here. So let's look at this code. Now if you remember that file stream, so that file stream we are opening directly by using file. If you remember the file class which helps us to create a file. Now where am I creating a file? File.open.application.startup path, right? So application.startup path means we are going to open this file, okay, in the current folder itself, right? Current folder means where the application is running from. So that's what we call the application.startup path. So here, so we are going to start a file whose name will be xy.dat for data file, right? Now, when we open a file by using this method, then we need to tell the mode in which you are opening. So right now, since we are going to open it in a create mode, means we are going to create the file, all right? So then what you are going to do is that we are going to create the file, all right? So, so we are going to create the file with just in this one, so xyz. Now we are using the binary writer. Now you see we are using the binary writer, okay. See io.binary writer fs, okay. So that stream fs is connected to this binary writer, this bw, remember this is the binary writer, all right. So now we are taking the text from the text box in that stream, right? Now we are looping it around till the length of the string, and then what you're seeing, binary writer dot write, right? So this will do what? It will write that particular one string. It will take one character at a time. Okay, substring I1 means one character, and then it will start copying them and put it in the fs. Fs is nothing which is connected to this, so it will just copy that. Similarly, if you want to read something from the file, so you can see the same way. This time it is going to open the same file xyz.dat, okay, and but this time the mode is open, and then we are connecting the binary reader to that stream. That means it can read information in terms of binary. Same. Now we have a method called picker that helps us to pick one or see the first character, and this will keep on doing as long as there is a string or a character left in the file. If there is no character left in the file, it will return -1. Okay. So now picker means it will get the first if there is a character. If there is a character, then what we are doing, we are br.read string, means it is reading the entire string, putting in this input which is nothing but a string variable, and then from that it is putting it in the text box, simply as that, and finally we close them. So this helps us. Now see, we are using this br and we are using this bw. What are they? They are binary reader and binary writer. Am I okay? So now these are binary reader and binary writer itself. All right. Now with the help of binary reader and binary writer, what we are doing, we are writing some text. That's possible. Okay. But that's not exactly the purpose of a binary reader and binary writer. We would rather like to read or write some binary information. So here is a good example of the binary information, that is copying an image. Now I will show you what we are going to do is that when this button will be clicked, what we are going to do is that it will take this picture, okay, and it will copy that picture and put it in this particular, this is what is this application.startup path. If you remember, this is my startup path, okay. So where it is going to start from there. So now this, because this is the so-called the exe file which is running it, okay. So it is going to copy this file and create a copy of this file. Similarly, this is the image file. Now look, let me show you the image file. This is what the image file looks like. All right. So when it makes the copy, we have to make sure that it makes the exactly same copy, right? It should not be something else. So let's look at this first. All right. So let me run this one once first. All right. So here is the file. Okay. So now you see. Okay. So here we are going to create a file. So let's say hello. This is a binary writer binary reader text. All right. So I'm then I just click on this, enter the text to the file. So as you have seen over there, it will copy this text and it will copy to that xyz.dat, that is this file over here. All right. So it is done that. Now let's remove it, delete it. Okay, now when I try to read, it is going to read from this file, which you can't see right now. So let's click on this one. So can you see, hello, this is a binary reader. So if I delete it, every time I click, it reads from that file, but in which mode? In binary read and write. Okay, so now, but that is what we did, is that we are reading and writing a file, that is a text information, by using a binary reader. But let's say I click on this. What did I say? When I click on this, it will copy this one. See, I click on this, it's copied, and it created another copy of this one by the name copy itself. All right, similarly this mp3, that is this one. So when I do that, so can you see that another copy has been created? Let's look at this image. It should be exactly the same image, right? So there it is, exactly the same image as this one. Similarly, the information of this file, if I play the song, just be some kind of song. Okay, so this is the one song. So the same song, you can see that it is copied. Can you see that? So it's the same song which has been copied. So that means it is copied in a binary format. Let me show you how. All right. So let's look at this binary. Now this is the real implementation. Again, same thing, S1. Okay. So S1 as a file stream. Again, same. Okay. S2 is also a file stream. Now what we are doing? We are opening. See, we are using this file stream to open a file. All right. Just hold on. Yep, it's going on. So what it will do is that it will open the file in a open mode and access is read. So which file it is going to read? pic.jpg. And when we click on the same one and you click over this one, so it opens the copy dot. So it is this one, it is going to open in a, you can see this pic.jpg, it is opening in a read mode, and copy.jpg, it is opening in a write mode. So these two files has been created and connected with the stream. Now we are using the binary reader to read from the first file and binary writer to write it to that copy file, right? So how does it do it? Now this is in terms of bytes, you can see. Byte read as byte. So what it will do? It will see j dot br, that is a binary reader, it will read base stream dot length. Means till the entire so-called as many bytes are there, it will keep on reading -1, 0 to the limit. Okay, so it will keep on reading, and then br.read byte. So it is going to read by using the binary reader. It reads the one byte at a time, and binary writer is going to write the byte. That means br is going to read from this one, and bw, that is a binary writer, is going to write. That means it is going to copy from this file to that copy, and that's how exactly the things was happening over there. Same thing was happening with the so-called your that image also, right? So sorry, this is for the image, but when you talk about the copy, this mp3, you can see the code is exactly the same, right? Because both of them are reading and writing in terms of byte. So here this is one example in which I have shown you both the binary reader and the binary writer in one shot. So there is one more stream that we have often used before also, that is called uh, your stream reader and stream writer, which helps you to read and write in terms of string. For this I'll be creating another video. Thank you.